Imagine this. A man steps into a crowded room. His garments are plain, his words unspoken. Yet like moths to a flame, all eyes drift toward him. Why? Not for his riches or his titles, but for the quiet gravity of his being. This man holds no scepter, wears no crown. His power lies not in what he has, but in who he is. He commands the room with a presence that whispers, not shouts. What is his secret? He walks the path of a Stoic. Charisma, my friends, is not a performance. It is not the glittering armor of wit or charm designed to dazzle. No, true charisma is a lantern lit from within, casting its glow in every corner of your life. It is the kind of light that neither storms nor shadows can extinguish. Today, I invite you to journey with me into the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, those ancient architects of inner strength and virtue. Together, we'll uncover how their teachings can transform not just the way you walk into a room, but the way you move through the world. Let us begin with Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor who once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This, my friends, is the essence of Stoic presence. It is not about seeking validation from others. It is about becoming unshakably aligned with your own values. The world respects authenticity because it is rare, and like all rare treasures, it captivates without effort. But authenticity is only the beginning. The Stoics teach us to embrace life's hardships as sculptors embrace stone, each strike of the chisel shaping us into something greater. Consider Epictetus, born a slave, who declared, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you master your reactions, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, the world takes notice." Now think of Seneca, who believed that life's brevity makes every moment precious. He wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." To live with purpose, to show up fully in the present, is to wield a magnetic power few can resist. So how do we harness this wisdom in our daily lives? Start small. Practice silence where others might boast. Show kindness where others might judge. And most importantly, carry the strength of your virtues as you would a hidden jewel, something precious yet understated. The Stoics remind us that charisma is not about winning applause. It is about earning respect, yours first, and then the world's. It is about walking into a room not to impress, but to uplift. To listen as much as you speak. To lead with integrity, not ego. So, the next time you enter a room, let it not be your clothes or your words that do the talking. Let it be your character. For in a world enamored by appearances, true presence is a revolution. And you, my friends, are the revolutionaries. The Stoics have shown us the way. All that remains is for us to walk it, shall we? What is charisma? Is it charm? Wit? The knack for turning heads with a clever remark or a dazzling smile? No. These are but fleeting shadows of what true charisma really is. Charisma, at its core, is sincerity. It is the quiet, unshakable courage to show up as you truly are, unmasked, unadorned, and unpretentious. The great Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once offered us a profound reminder. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. Imagine that. Within each of us lies a wellspring of goodness, waiting to flow forth if only we have the courage to uncover it. You see, charisma isn't something you acquire, it's something you reveal. It emerges naturally when you anchor yourself in virtue and act in harmony with your highest values. Why? Because authenticity is magnetic. In a world brimming with facades and pretenses, to meet someone genuine is like finding an oasis in the desert. A Stoic does not seek applause, nor does he crave the approval of others. Instead, he focuses on living a life of integrity, understanding that the value of his soul is not tethered to the fickle opinions of the crowd. This is the essence of charisma, a confidence that is not loud, not boastful, but rooted in truth. Think for a moment about the people who have left an indelible mark on your life. Were they the ones who talked the loudest, who sought to dazzle you with their wit or charm? Or were they the ones who listened with their whole heart, who stood firm in their values, and who treated you with kindness and respect? Charisma. True. Charisma is not about being the most interesting person in the room. It is about being the most present. It is about offering your authentic self without reservation or fear. The Stoics teach us that this sincerity comes from within, from aligning our actions with our principles. When your words, your deeds, and your intentions harmonize, you become a beacon. And people, whether they realize it or not, are drawn to that light. But this sincerity requires effort. It demands that we silence the inner voice that tells us to conform, to impress, to hide behind a mask. It asks us to trust that who we are, our truest self, is enough. And it is. When you live authentically, when you embrace the simplicity and strength of sincerity, you embody the very charisma that so many seek, but so few find. You stop trying to impress others, and instead inspire them. So, let us heed Marcus Aurelius' call to look within. Let us dig deep into the fountain of good that lies inside us. For when we act in alignment with our virtues, we don't just command attention, we command respect. And in doing so, we remind the world of what it means to be truly human. Charisma is not a mask you wear, it is the light you carry. And when you let that light shine, you don't just illuminate the room, you ignite the hearts of everyone around you. In a world that never stops speaking, silence is a rare and powerful force. The hum of constant chatter surrounds us, from the buzz of conversations to the endless scroll of notifications. Yet in the midst of this noise, silence stands as a sanctuary, a place of strength, wisdom, and connection. The Stoics understood this deeply. To speak less, they taught, is to listen more. And to listen more is to understand not just words, but the very essence of those who speak them. Seneca, the great Roman philosopher, reminds us, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." Consider this. A charismatic individual does not rush to fill the air with empty words. Instead, they choose their words as a sculptor chooses their tools, with care and intention. Each word carries the weight of thought, the gravity of meaning. But silence is not merely the absence of speech, it is the presence of focus. True charisma lies in presence, the ability to be fully there, wholly attentive, in a world perpetually distracted. Think about the last time someone truly listened to you, not to reply, not to interject, but to hear. To understand your feelings, your fears, your joys. That kind of listening is rare. And because it is rare, it is unforgettable. When you listen in this way, you create a connection that transcends the superficial. You signal to the other person that they matter, not just their words, but their being. And so silence becomes a bridge between hearts, a bridge between minds. A charismatic individual knows this, and they wield the power of silence with purpose. Silence gives space for reflection. It allows others to feel seen, heard, and valued. It is in these moments of quiet connection that true influence is born. Not through persuasion, but through presence. Let us, then, embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. Let us learn the art of silence, not as an absence, but as an offering. In doing so, we become not only better communicators, but better human beings. For, in a noisy world, it is the one who listens, the one who truly hears, who holds the greatest power of all. Let's be honest, connecting with others is not always easy. There will be moments when your words falter, when the silence grows heavy, and when rejection stings sharper than expected. But here lies the Stoics' greatest strength: resilience. Rejection is an inevitable part of life, but the Stoics teach us that its power over us depends entirely on how we choose to respond. Epictetus, the philosopher who transformed adversity into wisdom, reminds us It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. A Stoic does not view rejection as a verdict on their worth. Instead, they see it for what it truly is, an event, external and beyond their control. It is not a mirror reflecting who they are, but merely a wave in the vast ocean of life. Now, imagine walking into a conversation, not gripped by the fear of rejection, but emboldened by the opportunity to learn from it. What would change? Each awkward silence would no longer feel like failure, but would instead teach you patience. Each critique would no longer cut deeply, but would sharpen your self-awareness. This shift in perspective is the Stoic way. Rejection becomes a teacher, setbacks become stepping stones, and every uncomfortable moment becomes a lesson in humility. Think about it. Confidence does not come from a life free of rejection. It comes from standing tall after every fall, from understanding that your worth is not dictated by another's opinion, but by the integrity of your character. The Stoics remind us that resilience is not about avoiding pain or criticism. It is about embracing it, using it to grow stronger. Rejection may close one door, but it opens another, a chance to refine your approach, deepen your understanding, and fortify your spirit. So the next time you face rejection, pause, breathe, remind yourself that it is not the rejection itself that defines you, but how you rise in its aftermath. For in resilience lies the foundation of unshakable confidence. And with that confidence, you can connect with others, not from a place of fear, but from a place of strength. This is the Stoics' path, a path of courage, growth, and unwavering self-worth. The world today hums with noise and distraction, a constant clamor of voices striving to outshine one another. In this ceaseless race for attention, it's easy to mistake brightness for brilliance, but the Stoic knows better. A Stoic does not compete for the spotlight. Instead, he becomes a light, a quiet candle in a dark room, steady and unassuming, yet profoundly illuminating. True charisma is not found in grand gestures or booming declarations. It lies in authenticity, in the simple yet courageous act of living in alignment with your values. When you act with kindness, when you stand firm in your convictions, you light a flame that cannot be extinguished. And in that light, others find warmth and clarity. As Seneca wisely observed, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Imagine the transformative power of this truth. Every encounter, every fleeting moment with another becomes a chance to uplift, to inspire, to bring a little more light into the world. Charisma, then, is not about commanding the stage. It is about creating a space where others feel seen, heard, and valued. It is the gentle strength of listening, the quiet courage of kindness, and the steady presence of a soul at peace. When you embody this way of being, you don't demand respect, you inspire it. Not with force, but with grace. Not by overshadowing others, but by lifting them up. One genuine interaction at a time. Think of a candle in a dark room. Its flame does not roar or compete with the sun, yet it transforms the space around it. It offers light not for itself but for others. This is the essence of Stoic charisma, a light that guides without seeking glory, that gives without expectation. So let us strive not to be the loudest voice in the room but the quietest strength. Let us become the candle in the darkness, illuminating the lives of others with authenticity, kindness, and courage. For in a world chasing the fleeting glimmer of the spotlight, it is the steady, unwavering light of a Stoic that truly shines. And so, my friends, I leave you with this. Charisma is not some elusive gift granted only to a fortunate few. It is not something you are born with or without. It is a skill, a virtue, that can be cultivated by anyone willing to walk the Stoic path. Too often, we find ourselves chasing the fleeting applause of the crowd, yearning for validation, for recognition. But the Stoic understands that this is a hollow pursuit. Instead of seeking external approval, seek to master the one thing you can truly control: yourself. When you conquer your fears, silence the clamor of your ego, and stand firm in your values, you become a force of authenticity. You become a beacon in a world constantly searching for truth, and this truth is magnetic. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Let these words resonate within you. There is no need for endless debate or self-doubt. The time to act is now. Be the embodiment of the virtues you seek in others: courage, wisdom, justice, temperance. For when you live from this place of inner mastery, you no longer need to compete for attention. You radiate a quiet confidence, a calm strength that speaks louder than words. It is in this stillness, this unshakable presence, that true charisma is born. Go forth, then, and be that person, the one who moves through the world not driven by fear or the need for approval, but grounded in who they truly are. Be the one who connects, who listens, who lifts others up through every action and every word. In doing so, you will not just change the way you interact with others, you will transform the very essence of who you are. And in this transformation, you will become the person others are drawn to, not because of what you say, but because of what you are.